Welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Seraphina, and we're standing out here in the middle of the Sargoli Desert in southern Thanalan looking at Hab and wondering what his quest is. Alright, zombies are people too. Hab the zombie just wants some love. Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose you don't speak Zombish. You'll have to forgive me. I've been feeling awfully depressed of late. And why shouldn't I? What with you and your friends always trying to hack me limb from limb? Why, it's as if my rotting, malodorous flesh and propensity for snacking on adventurer brains has made me some sort of pariah. The only ones who ever treated me with any decency were my Sabotendred friends, and I haven't seen them in ages. My best friend among them was spirited away when we were strolling through the shroud. I do hope he's safe. Seek out Sabotendrick in the central shroud. Let's go do it. We also have an event that's running, and I'm going to run Ros through that event. I've started running my off-screen characters through it, but I'm going to just jump Ros through as well, and then I better do the event episode for Clear. That's what. We got stuff going. I know. You'll see that first, though. Alrighty, here we are. We are looking for, I think that's a little marker there. Zombies are people too. Grab our budgie. You know what else we might do? I don't see any well-fed marker up here, so I guess we're going to go into here and eat something. Anything, really. Preferably something to do with what we are, but I have a feeling I've run out of other foods. What's this? Obtained a register. We need to go to the Golden Saucer and sell that. It is a new week as well. Alright, I'm just going to start eating my mint lassie. I'm not doing any crafting, but it will give me a 3% XP boost. Alrighty, what were we doing? We were chasing undead friends. Friends of the undead. I know. He somehow lost his Sabotendred friend as he was strolling. Oops, up. Oh, what was he doing strolling up here? I mean, those are death gazers. Was he nuts? Oh, well, okay, mine is not the reason why. If those things stay over there, I'm going to wander over this way. What are we working on? We finished our monk stuff, haven't we? Wow, we finished our monk stuff. So we are definitely doing dragoon stuff. And we had to level to 45. That's right. Sabotendrick. Hey, where are you going? Come back. Report to Hab. Bouncy, 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 bounce. I'm sorry, Hab. I scared your friend off a cliff. Now listen, bird. I was leaving and you could have lived. But now you're dying. And giving me back some hit points. Rude. Okay. Now, let's hope his friend is smarter than he is. And we'll, where were we going again? We were going to go report to Hab. That's right. And this big bird attacked me. Maybe that's why it ran away, because the bird got too close. No, I think it just took one look at Ros and the spear and went, oh my god, she's going to eat me too. Sigh. Alright, bird. Time for a nice little fly over the desert sands. That's right, and then we were going to go and find those things that I got wrong last week. It's the hunt thing. Because they're up north. I know. Don't speak to me. I know what I'm doing, honest. We'll get there. We will get there. I see a campsite and a tent. And some fire-breathing lizard monsters. I know. This is where we mine Electrum, isn't it? Something like that. Hab, I found your friend, but... Oh, there he is. Wow. My dear friend Sabotendrick just returned. It was you that found him. Why, you must be the kindest adventurer I've ever met. I promise I won't eat your brains unless you're the last adventurer in Eorzea. Thanks, Hab. That's so sweet. Perhaps you could track down my other Sabotender friends as well. Sabotendred disappeared while we were on excursion to Limsa. Do you think it's my body odor? No, it wouldn't possibly be your body odor. You know they're plants, right? If he's like decaying material, they could eat him. Maybe we won't tell him that. Alrighty, let us go. Whoops, where are we? Your mount can fly no higher. Not a surprise, really. Oh, I know where we are. We're going to head for the long climb by the look of it. We'll just fly past all of these big bad kitty cats. Mostly fly past the big bad kitty cats, or possibly he's probably down in this little curvy bit down here. There's like an island. No, I'm wrong. Is he down at the pool washing his little Sabotendred feet? Oh, look, he's in here somewhere amongst the ringtails. The rubbish flinging. There he is. Look, he is washing his little. Aww. That's so cute. Hey, Sabotendred. Hab is worried about you, mate. Oh! I guess I better go report to Hab and see if Sabotendred suddenly grew a conscience and went back to his friend. Ah, this is costing me a fortune. We could theoretically run all the way here, but it would take us forever. We're not anywhere near being able to afford an apartment. We should get ourselves an apartment. Where do you guys think would be a good place for an apartment? All right, let's go. Let's go. My bad. Where are we going again? Hab, that's right. I'm okay, I promise. Or I will be. One of those. Oh my gosh. We should go fishing. We can go fishing in these little canyon things. Catch rare Sagoli fish. But not yet. Maybe when we're a higher level and can catch the really rare Sagoli fish. I've actually worked out collectibles now. A little bit. Sabotendrick and Sabotendred Hab, I brought them back. Joy of joy! Sabotendred returned just moments ago. He assured me that he merely got lost and I smelled just fine. At least I think that's what he meant to say. Why, that leaves only Sabotendale. He was always shy. The shy, retiring type. He was relaxing in his favourite pot when it was stolen away by a band of Amaljar brigands. Could you find him for me? Oh, and take this fire sand just in case he's stuck inside. Fire sand? Won't that explode him too? Alright, let's see where dear Sabotendred is. He's... Blow up the odd pot with fire sand. That's exactly what he meant. Right. Well, okay, we can just kind of scootly-dootly fly that way, can't we? We could. But we'll just do that. We could, teleport our way back to there and then run through the tunnel. But I'm going to see if we can just be lazy and fly. Over the hills and far away. I know what. We've got this. I know. What are we doing? We're working on leveling our Dragoon up so that the Dragoon completes all of the Dragoon quests leading up to Heavensward. So all of the ones in A Realm Reborn, that's where we're at. We've done 6 out of all these classes. Please don't look at me like that. I am feeling a little overwhelmed. You are right. Very, very overwhelmed, actually. But anyway. All right, let's go blow up the odd-looking pot, which apparently... Oh, it's up here. Oh, wait, there it is. No, what's that? Is that the... What's it doing down there? Budgie, I need to... Just stand... No, don't... That's it. Stand right there. There's 24 onzes of fire sand. You know, it only takes us 12 onzes for each exploding point in the Copperbell mines, right? Oh, that seems a little extreme. Hi, are you okay, Sabotendale? Ah! Oh, actually, that reminds me. I was just laughing and I was remembering um, watching. Now, everyone calls him Yoshi P, and I can't remember the right words. But anyway, I was watching Yoshi P's anniversary broadcast, and it was really short. I thought it would be much longer. But apparently, no, it's not. Why is that locked? I probably have to be a higher level. Yes, I do. We're going to have to, I don't know, use one of our other classes for it. Anyway, I was watching Yoshi P's broadcast, his anniversary broadcast, where they announced the Final Fantasy fests for next year. So there's apparently going to be one in April in America, in California, but don't ask me where because I forget. Annandale, maybe? Anyway, there's going to be one in Germany. Also, don't ask me where because I forget. Someplace starting with M. And there's going to be one in Japan, in Tokyo, because I can remember the big city's name. Anyway, zombies are people too. To turn this in, we have to be level 47. So, okay, into our character then. And we're going to look at our classes and jobs. And we're going to find ourselves a Disciple of War job. That's at least level 57. It's going to be one of the ones we've completed, I think. So we have 6 there. Nothing else is high. We haven't finished our samurai stuff though. Alright, so what's our lowest level job? Samurai is lowest, but it's above 40. A red mage, yeah, that's too much to think about. Let's go with warrior then, seeing as they're level 50 and completed. Alright, now can I turn it in? Yes. Sabotendred came back, then left just as quickly to go home with his brothers. Said that the winds of Thanalan were calling him home. Or at least that's what I think, he said. How nice it must be to have a family. Mine's long dead. Dead. Not undead, like me. Still, just knowing that I have friends in this vast, lonely world is enough for me. Why, I suppose I can even call you a friend too. You don't mind my odor, do you? Not at all, thank you. Right. So, the reason I really wanted to do that was because I keep forgetting it's around. And we also get this neat little cactuar cutting as a minion. And it says, if you have a look in the write-up, it says unobtained and unregistered. Well, not for long. We're going to use that. Boom! You can now summon the cactuar cutting minion. Anyway, I know, what are we doing? I'm gonna, right. We're not the right level for our next quest. No. We were going to go and do the hunting quest, so I'm not going to bore you to tears by flying all the way. No, we're not going to Camp Tranquil. What are we doing at Camp Tranquil? By flying to where we need to go. We're actually going to go to Little Alamigo. Because we had to get those thingamywats that live in the caverns near the big dungeon thing, right? Okay, so you all understood that. Yeah, you sure? So what we'll do is we'll just jog through here and I'll show you what I mean, and I'll actually explain that all in proper English, which is, by the way, my native tongue. I know, I'm so sorry. Okay, here. Right, there's broken water. Now, what I was trying to say was we are going to go and hunt the Corpse Brigade Firedancers that live in the sepulchre next to the sunken temple of Khan. Okay? That's what I was trying to say. And I messed it up royally. So let's go and do that. Oh, I know. I do need the pictorial references to actually be able to retrieve the words some days. So yes, it's all good. Now, how many of these things do we need to catch? Because I can see one here, but we're probably going to have to deal with the Knuckle Dancer and whoever else he's calling from behind that fence. So what we're going to be doing is looking at our hunt log again. Yes, because that's a good first step. I'm sorry, this week has been horrid. We're looking for 4 of them. So we're going to murder about 4 dozen. Let's go. 5 and 1. And I'll do this and I'll slap you with a bit of that. And we'll hit you with a 2. This is overkill. And a 3. And you had a friend that was chasing me. So we were going to go 7. And then I was going to go 4. Because I could. And I was going to go 1. Look, Fluffy's getting in on the act and everything. He's like, you don't need a healer right now. You just need me. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's deal with this Knuckle Dancer too. Why? Because I can, okay? And it's giving me a teeny tiny bit of XP, but it's giving Fluffy a whole lot more. There's another one. He's probably going to call for help. We'll murder him before he does. He's a bad guy. Oh no, too late. He did call for help. Listen, help. Go away. Alright, well done, Fluffy. Okay, that's how many now? 3. Oh, wait, there's one out here. See, we don't have to go into the sepulchre. We can just kill all the ones around the sepulchre. That's so much nicer, right? Let's get some more hit points off that one if we can. Oh. Whoops. Well, we're level 43 now, alright? That's pretty good. There was one more thing on our hunting log. We might as well go to Costa del Sol, where we're going to go and chase the very cute little Akallus and see if we can make one drop an egg or 3. How many of those do we need? I know, Akallus. Sigh. We need 3 of them. Come on, Budgie. It's not very far away, but I'm too lazy to walk. Okay, so normally you would follow the road around, okay? And you would run carefully past these large buffaloes because they have a short temper and a very even shorter fuse. And then what you would do is you would fly down to this bridge thing here. Or if you were coming up from, is it Eastern Lanacea? No. Western? Look, the area that has the Moraby dry docks in, and one of the areas you access straight from Limsa Lominsa. If you're coming up from there, this is the road you'd come up. So you'd run into these little guys and gals. Actually, they're probably all little gals because we can make any of them drop an egg. That sounds so wrong. Come here, my little Akallu friend. I have a spear with your name on it. Because I'm egg hunting. And, you know, filling in blanks in my hunting log. Scooch. Actually, to be honest, I actually miss the hunting log in the areas where we don't have one. I actually really like it as an incentive for learning where the monsters are and learning how they work. I might be alone in that, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you find it helpful to be able to get the things, especially when you're looking for crafting items. And a lot of what we're killing drop our recipe items. So unfortunately, they didn't drop anything for me. They said, you're here looking for eggs. Sucks to be you, adventurer. Alrighty. That is our hunting log level 3 done. We will get into hunting log level 4 as soon as we've done the rising for 2025. So let us... I know, I could run to Limsa Lominsa, but let's just head on to Limsa Lominsa. This year's rising is actually held at Limsa Lominsa Upper Decks. You need to be level 15 or higher in order to be able to participate. If you are just starting a new character, do not despair. Follow your main story quests until you get to the envoy quests. Do the envoy quests and you will have unlocked, if you haven't started in Limsa, you will have unlocked Limsa Lominsa. And you'll be able to take part. So here we are at the Limsa Lominsa Aetheryte. I'm not going to try and run upstairs. We could, but it's much quicker to use the Ethernet and to go to the Aft Castle, which is right next to the Drowning Wench. Alright, so we're just going to zippity-doo-dah up. But if you haven't unlocked all of the Ethernet in Limsa Lominsa, then fly your airship in, come down to the Drowning Wench, come out to this Ethernet shard, attune yourself to it because that way you can use it later. And head on up to where the Wandering Minstrel is waiting. Look at these. This is our decorations here. They're very pretty. The Rising Attendant, before I forget, I did forget with with the last one with Clea, but anyway, she'll remember this year. In looking to the past, we take solace in the present and think of what the future may hold. That is the very essence of the Rising. This year, we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration. It's sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during the great tragedy that was the Calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with somber trappings, and the night skies filled with vibrant fireworks. May the solemn atmosphere and bright lights above spur us to reflect on the doom portended by Dalamud, that we might give thanks for the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. Right. Okay, so that's all she's got to say. I must be looking at the wrong yeah, I'm supposed to be looking at the vendor. That's alright, the vendor is here. The vendor has Realm Reborn Red, which is a special vintage of sparkling red wine prepared by Master Vintner Beerglade of Wineport for the Rising, an annual celebration of Eorzea's rebirth, and it looks very much like it is a firework. I could be wrong. It says seasonal miscellany. Magic Prism, again, Meteor Survivor, Heaven's Cracker, Meteor Shower, Magic Prism Flowers, and Nomea Potpourri. Brings a sense of tranquility to even the most troubled souls. Well, if only. Heading over to a wandering minstrel, we are looking at an adventurous ambition. The wandering minstrel is in search of inspiration. This quest is available for a limited time only, so if you start it and do not get it finished before the end of the Rising celebration, you will need to abandon it to get it out of your quest log, because at that point you will not be able to complete it. So please, if you start it, make sure you finish it within the time allotted, okay? You really want to do that anyway, because it's kind of cute. Except... well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Roselore, it could only be a blessing from the Navigator that we should meet again, here and now. You see, I've been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this Rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? Well, of course, minstrel. I am truly grateful. During the Rising, we remember those we lost in the Calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there is no better place for talk in Limsa Lominsa than the Drowning Wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Baderon, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Baderon and Buscaron. I know. Here we go. Oh, we're going to teleport straight away. Oh, come on! What's the harm? Uh-oh. I know the look on the minstrel's face. What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed. That's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do you want to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Richer? There's this place I need to go. The problem is the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please let me sign up. Ah, it ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone what's clearly unprepared head out there and they end up hurt or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it'd cause the guild's reputation, so you can forget about signing up till you're older. Much older. But it has to be now, during the Rising. Huh, do you have to be so responsible? It comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. Oh, no, that was a hiss, definitely. Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, definitely. Oh no. That look on the kid's face. You're in so much trouble. They're about to cause havoc. Is everything well? Ah, sorry you had to see that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer, but I said no and sent her on her way. Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon you could keep an eye on Urcha? I do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. Well, minstrel, the timing of the rising seemed to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. I'm in your debt. Now, the nearest city exit's the Tempest Gate over by the Arf Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrail, the sentry yonder. All right, away we go. Okay, now where am I at? Where am I going? Oh yes, I know. We're going to see Clindrail up at the exit, which, if you look on your handy-dandy little map thing, is right over here. Just try not to run your character into any pillars on the way. I know there's no point trying to remind me that because I'm hopeless. Clindrail, hi. The lowlands of Lanacia await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. Yes, but at Baderon's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Makoti peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child, but the way she kept stealing glances behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade Yo-Yo outside, and I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Our thanks for the information. We shall find your comrade at once. Alright, we spoke with Clindrail. Let's go. There we are. A Yo-Yo and Minstrel. Oh, and Urcha. Urcha? Urcha. And who might the two of you be? Well, you see, and... so Baderon sent you after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Urcha, was it, dearie? Even without others telling you, you ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that you want so badly you'd risk your life like this? There's something that I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous. I have to go. We understand that you have your reasons, Urcha. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here, I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money, and what adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Why, our friend here, of course. I love the look on their faces. If you're happy with this humble vagrant, he looks pretty happy, doesn't he? I shall be glad to provide suitable recompense in Urcha's stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song, above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. All right, minstrel. You'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for you, child. But as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and she'll be able to help you all the better. Oh dear. Sorry, my accent's shifting. The place I want to go is a lighthouse here in Lower Lanacia. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. But that's got to be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Oh, the 2 lighthouses in the area, Ocean's Torch, is the only one us civilians can still get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with you ought to make out things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish, anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. Right, angry fiends on the road, and we finished the first quest. Well, so what's your name, adventurer? Roselore Serafina. I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Ocean's Torch and we'll see if the rumor about the ghost is true. All right, little one, let's do it. Urcha? No. If young Urcha is heading to Ocean's Torch, then someone should report as much to Badaron. Oh, you're not going to come with me. You're going to leave me with childcare duty. Right. A light that ever burns. Urcha is champing at the bit to set forth. This quest is available for a limited time only. Are you ready to go, Roselore? As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Badaron of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. Thank you, minstrel. You'd better not be too sauced when I get back. Right. Oh, right. To begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? It's over that way. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Let the adventure begin. Okay, well, let's go. We need to follow the young scamp this way. Or we could, ride our bird. Come on, bird. And shortcut. Not that there's going to be much shortcutting, but look at this. All right, would have been just better to run. Richer. Look, a river, and there's some sort of strange animal. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks. But I take it you've never been. Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's all right. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limlane's shows, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren, in case you wasn't aware. A fine place, by all accounts. If that's where Rich is from, I'll have one of me comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't let them do to think she's missing. Wouldn't do to let them think she's missing. Righto, then. We'll make for Ocean's Embrace up this here hill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. And there they go. Heading up to Ocean's Embrace. All right, well, lesson learned. Let's just go for a jog. Up the hill. Past the level 3 Aurelius. If you're doing this at a lower level, you might have a little bit of combat on the way to go. But if you're level 15 like you should be, they'll probably leave you alone because you'll be 10 levels higher. Just don't go poking them on the way through. Right? All right, let's go. What do we got? We've got... Rucha, what are you doing, sweetheart? Wow, we're so high up. This is amazing. I felt the same way when I looked out from here the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorathea, that's the headmistress, said that we Laminsans work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. What about you, Roselore? Do you like being an adventurer? I wouldn't want to be anything else. That's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what I did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone and... Oh, I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Oh, seems Richard's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumor, mayhap she, But there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. Oh my gosh, I've so lost the accent for a yo-yo. I'm sorry. Just put up with the shifting, whatever it is. Alrighty, let's go. I know. Back down to a yo-yo, and I'll try and remember her accent as we go. That there's Ossian's torch. One or two lighthouses. There, what a name for gods. The lighthouse keeper's a bloke named Rostnze. Rostnze. You can ask him about ghosts and anything else you like. Lighthouse keeper. So, about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why you want to prove the rumor wrong. You can't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Aye, but a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Aww. Well, I'm very glad I'm doing this the second time with Roz because I would have cried otherwise. I did the first time. All right, we won't try and go straight toward the marker like I did yesterday because there's kind of this thing called a lake in the way. And then I believe, you know what? This might be the perfect opportunity to ride our bird who's vanished on me. Man, he gets so tired of waiting, this bird. Oh, there we go. Okay, who am I talking to? Richa. Wow, the sea's frozen in a splash. Amazing. This area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal wave washing away big swaths of land, a piece of Dalamud came crashing down over yonder. They say it caused ether to gush out of the land and crystallize all at once. At that time I was with Miss At that time I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend, and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. Oh no. Losing all my voices today. Let's go. Don't even think about it, bad puppy. I know. The red means they may still attack you, but it's unlikely. Just unlikely, not impossible, okay? Okay. I know, it's a cute little bridge. We could have gone around the other way, though. Okay, how do we say this guy's name? Rostenze. Rostenze. Okay. Well, now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? Well... Oh, look at this. Ghosts during the rising. For all me years as a keeper, I've not seen nor heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might be if someone mistook me for some laundry for a spectre. So, father and mother weren't ghosts after all? Oh, no. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rato's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. Yeah. They had charge of Limlane's ring yonder. Nowadays it's on a little isle. There used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. You needed to hire adventurers, and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsa Lominsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report, but your folks did everything they could to protect Limlane's ring. Oh, look at that. They built a breakwater, using anything and everything they had on hand, but in the end there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Oh. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives. I see. They really were noble souls, like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish that they were still here. This is just a thought, but how'd you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane everyday things, but what I know I'd be glad to share with you. Ah, I'd like that. I'd like that very much. Aw, that smile. I know, big, gruff, burly lighthouse keeper. Cute little kitty cat. Aw. And night falls. Well, someone slept well. Good morning, Roselore. And someone's up with the birds, like most children. Yeah, exactly, Ros. What is she doing out here on her own? I got up early to look at the lighthouse where my father and mother used to be. Oh, just before dawn. Wow, kid. For the longest time, I felt as though they'd abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time so I could ask them where they had to go and to tell them that I missed them. Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts? Maybe a little. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I wanted to become someone who helps others, like them, and like you. Oh, look at her. The sun. I love the way it shines like a lighthouse. So, thank you for bringing me here. Goodness me. There, see the beam of the lighthouse? It's beautiful. It's a tribute. Well, we spoke with Roselore, and we got the child safely back to Limsa. Let's see what she's got to say for herself, the little munchkin. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, yeah? Well, I'd better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me. You'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect, in which case a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Urcha gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Be seeing you, Roselore. Oh, that's what I'm afraid of, kid. How much trouble are you going to get me into in the future? Alrighty, let's go and check out where we need to be next. Alright, I'm about to take the long way again. Let's not do that. Let's see if I can manage to not get lost going this way. I did yesterday. I went entirely the wrong way. Alrighty. Oh, the fireworks. Alright, I think I'm going to go straight ahead. Yeah, straight ahead. Alright, let's just... We'll eschew the stairs, because that's how I got turned about last time. Using the stairs like a civilized person. We're going to head on up to... yes, head on up to the top here. And find the minstrel. I remember being here last year. I had a look at how long I'd been subscribed for. And I'm getting up to my 3rd year. I'm not quite there yet. But this is only my second thing. I've forgotten the name of the festival. My second rising. There we go. Let's talk to the wandering minstrel. Finish off this quest. Ah, welcome back, my friend. Was young Richa able to find that which she sought? Well, yes, and it was this, see? Her parents used to be lighthouse keepers. So, her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Roselore, not only for granting Urcha's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Well, look at this. And in the telling, the sun sets. It's a long story. Folks gather. I love this. If you look, you can see people you recognize. Yes, it comes to me, a verse for all who strive onwards, this day and every day. I am not going to try and sing this, by the way. I will speak it. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. Last time we ended up on a flying boat. Well, there's no boat. I know, we're standing in... What are you doing here? I don't recall letting him out of my pocket. Greetings, warrior of light. Hey, you again. Good to see you. And you brought some friends. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again, Naoki Yoshida. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today, the most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, and that we might remember the lessons learned. This is such an echo of the annual address. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. But I can't remember his voice well enough to replicate it. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. This is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. Uh-oh. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure as we continue to make our way. I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. You know, I think this might be my third rising. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. In gleaming gold the sun does rise, the boundless sky it calls, in silver pale the path of men, a white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light that you do now espy, but flames of life their warmth impart, to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Your destination reach you shall, by memories refrain. I have no doubt that you, Richa and Ayoyo, shall give rise to a great many more tales. Oh no. Your tales, in particular, may be more varied than those of others. There may be times when you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. In such a time, I bid you remember this: no matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness. So clever. A light that ever burns. Well, look at that, guys. We got 1440 XP, 477 gil, and a wind-up Galul Jar Jar. It watches your progress with great interest. Oh no. Well, I'm going to put that in my minion box before it gets out of my backpack and up to some mischief. That's what I'm going to do, because we're not up to Dawn Trail yet with this character. Achievement unlocked, delightful dozen. Well, let's grab Galul Jar Jar, our minion. Our wind-up Galul Jar Jar. We'll use that. That is so cute. And we're going to go into our achievements. And we're in Relevant and the last 5. Delightful dozen. Complete the quest, a light that ever burns. So there you go. Wow. We okay. As you can see, you've got the seasonal quests here. So if you go down to quests and you go down to seasonal events, you have these ones here. Actually, I'm really looking forward to the one they say is coming up, the crossover between Monster Hunter Wild and Final Fantasy XIV. That's going to happen in this. I've got Monster Hunter. I don't know if I've got Monster Hunter Wild, but yes, I played a little bit. So I am looking forward to it. Anyway, let's get back to the game. What have we got? My gosh, that is such a harrowing thing. Depending on what you're doing, have a look at this guy. He is just playing music to his little crowd of, what is that thing? I know, where do I find me one of those? So far, I know we can have this one, and this one, and this one, and that one, and I don't know about the other one. I don't think I've found these 3 though, so it looks like I've got some work to do in the collecting of minions stage. We're not doing too badly. Alright, we earned some Lancer experience, the achievement of Delightful Dozen, and we can now summon the wind-up Galul Jar Jar minion. You find those details in your text box, which I'm not going to uncover. Although there is a handy-dandy relay for the S-rank Outerlonis here on Bismarck, which is kind of cute. Where am I going? I think I've just got myself maybe a little bit. Oh no, we go through the tunnel. A little bit lost. And where are we going next? Because we need to be level 45 for our next Dragoon quest. However, I know I found my way all the way back to the Wandering Minstrel. You know what, guys? I think on this note, don't jump over the edge, Ros. It's not that bad. On this note, we are going to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'm going to leave you there with the sight of Limsa Lominsa in the background and the minstrel making music there. But if you enjoyed it, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.